This switch, the inline voltage regulator is protected. They're all basically encased in their own little JB Weld hard as steel case. So that's something new I've been doing. Okay, moving on. I thought the 1 3/4 LED was cool, but you know, I wanted something better, and I wanted to make something better. Let's take the batteries out of this one real quick and stick it in this one. This was my next one. What this has is 2 LEDs. Now, instead of the red one showing you it's on, we got a green one that shows you it's on. 3/4 Penrose, Linrose, super bright LED. And then we have the red LED when you're activating the atomizer. These hit really well. I'm kind of nicked out because I've been taking some big hits during this video, so I'm not going to put the atomizer on. Anyway, this was my first. It's kind of a vertical. I wanted it a little bit more vertical, but my holes didn't exactly come out where I wanted them. And this is 2 LEDs. One's hooked up underneath the circuit board, if you've seen my video, and one's hooked up above. So the cool thing about these this particular black one is they stand up. It's one of the only ones that stands up by itself. You can see that. Because of the end cap, it just does. That's the 2 LED 5-volt inline regulator. And last but not least, my new personal favorite that fell on the floor. Another favorite of mine is this High Tobacco. I don't think Inhaler makes it anymore. He's coming up with his new Drew tobacco. Please send me a sample. I just made an order, and this goes out to Drew. This is my new favorite one. It's got my red end cap. If anybody's heard me talking online, I say a piece of red something at the end of your PV simulates the cherry. I call it the cherry simulator. Just a name I coined. But this, instead of having them vertical, it has them horizontal. This right here is not a button. That is a nice drop of JB Weld. I started to make this vertical and it didn't work out right, and I wanted it horizontal anyway on the next one. So now this JB Weld lump signifies once again that everything on the inside is backed by JB Weld. There are around the switch, around the backs of both LEDs, around the inline regulator. I haven't tried it yet, but I think you might be able to run this over with a car, and it would be smashed a little bit on the outside. And if you get that switch to activate, you're still gonna have a PV. And like I said, anyway, anybody who gets one of mine, if it stops working, you send it back. I'll send you another one. But I'm not trying to advertise. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to tell people you can make your own, and these are some ideas that I've come up with. I love this shiny one. I don't know how shiny it looks in this video. It doesn't have to be polished or anything. These don't take fingerprints at all. I carry this one every day, and I just love it. I love the shininess. I love the red ends. Sometimes I'll put a regular shiny end on. But mostly they just give you great vapor. That High Tobacco, I think for video purposes, I want to show you good vapor. So, once again, somebody asked me what these dots are for. I've been talking about atomizer alignment. My cart is shaped like this. tailpiping. That's called a dry burn. You do that once in a while. Can you see the red part? Or the white part? The white part that gets red? It's the same shape as that. Always align. The easiest way to align is hooking up these two dots. Paint one dot here, paint one dot there, and you stick them together and you always know what you're doing. I love the hit out of these detonators. There's other mods out there. 6-volt that Prodigy, I don't know if you can still get them or not, but they're 5 volts. That's what I get. I had a lot of money. I didn't, so I decided to make a few of my own. Show you my little crazy work table. This over here is the JB weld section. Things are JB welded here. This over here is the solder station. That's my thick solder. This is my thin solder. Notice I use very technical terms when describing what I do. Voltmeter, Altoids, you gotta have Altoids. Those are empty. Juice, you gotta have juice at your workstation. Various bits of wires and screws and little things you can get your hand on. Then you got the pile over here of things that failed. You gotta figure out why they failed and try not to let them fail again. There's a few failed switches and I don't let that happen anymore. JB weld section, thank you. These are my tin snips. I could cut a man's finger off with these, but I don't. You know, I use them to cut out these little gizmos, and a lot of work goes into these mods. There's a couple of inline regulators. I hope everybody enjoyed my little tour. And last but not least, here's some various mods of mine. Blinking lights. Battery, my new favorite one. Not sure what I call that, but I know it's well built. It's tough on the inside. Last multi-volt left. The stem's slightly irregular, crooked. Flashing red light one. Dual light. This is my first dual light. They really light up nice, I think. This one just lights up when it's on. No lights. This is the same one from the video, if you remember it. This is that older one with the Radio Shack light. You can barely see. Works great as a 6-volt mod. Anyways, I'm glad if I could help some people and I could show some people how to make their own and little ideas for what to make. You'll see me on the forum. And that guy in a suit holding this. Have a good day. Thank you.